Alright guys and gals, just wanted to give you a quick update here. Yes, that is a train running on the Lumberton Valley. So obviously I've just finished connecting the main line. I have right now only 2 feeders connected, one on this side of the layout and one on the other side of the layout by the background buildings. So far so good. Actually, I had one spot, you can see where the drill is right there. I've got to adjust that. There's a bit of a hump in the track over there. I don't know if you can see the cars kind of taking a little bit of a jog as they go over that. It's right at the turnout there, so I'm going to have to address that. Put a support underneath, I think. We'll flatten that out. So that's one, and the biggest issue I had was back here in the curve. Sorry for the mess on the layout, but I've been reconstructing. So don't know if you can see it, but right here there's a solder joint. The joint before it was there was right here where the tables come together, and it was a very short section of track. You can see from the joint here to where it connects to the turnout. And I don't know if it was too short or what the deal was, but because it was crossing the joint and the table, it was really wreaking havoc with locomotives and cars running across there. Locomotives more than cars, and primarily the 6-axle locomotives were derailing there. So what I did is I cut about half of this section of track out. You can see it's connected back here to this turnout, and as I said before, it ended here. So I cut about half of this out and then put another piece in so there's no joint over the table joint. So I think that's enough explanation, but anyway, it's fixed now. So I've got just obviously this 4-axle loco right here running right now, and it's been running about 10 minutes and it hasn't had any issues, so that's good. I'm going to try a 6-axle here in just a minute and make sure I've got everything fixed. So one thing I learned, changing gears for just a minute, about background buildings. I've got these 2 from Walthers, and I'm going to place this one in and see if I can do this without derailing the train. Okay. So, these are nice background buildings. The problem is you can't use them together right next to one another. The loading dock on this building here, when I finished this one first and placed it correctly so that the cars could pass under this part of the building. Well, when I finished this building, which is the commissary, the loading dock came out so far that it was actually, the cars would hit it when you came through there. So I had to trim the loading dock way back, as you can see. The other issue was that, once I trimmed the loading dock back, this covering here was sticking out enough that it was too low and the cars were hitting it. So what I had to do there, and I don't know if I can show you this or not. If you can see these little holes right here, that's where the bottom of this support bracket should be. It's about 1/4 of an inch higher now. So I basically had to just, shave off the top little tab that goes into the hole and use the bottom one to locate it. Luckily, I had enough room beneath the window sills there that the I'll call it an awning still fits. So anyway, if you're going to use these 2 buildings together, you have to, you either have to adjust them or you have to move the track. So I don't know. It would seem that somebody should have thought of that when these models were being designed, but I guess they didn't. So anyway, so those are the things that I've had to adjust right now. you know, I don't have my fascia in, as you can see. So I'm waiting to get that installed, and the reason is because I have isolated, you know, everything that's not the main line is isolated. It'll be controlled by a toggle switch. So, you know, obviously I don't want to wire that up and have no place to install the switch, you know, the toggle switch, which is going to go in the fascia out here. So hopefully, you know, next week or so, I should have the fascia in, and then I can begin installing toggle switches and powering up yard tracks and such. So that's kind of where we are right now. You know, things are working well. The locomotives are coming across the lift out, or the drawer bridge, I guess, if you will. No, you know, pun intended there. But so let me just speed the train up here a bit so it doesn't take too long to come around. But you know, this is about speed step 18. So, you know, no issues there. You can barely hear the cars as they transition. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and stop the train here for just a minute. All right, so just regarding the wiring, and I don't know, ouch, just stepped on something back here. If you can see that, where that connection is plugged in right there. So that's powering the lift out section right there. And then I've got another one on this side, which is going to power the yard lead. Obviously, I have no power to it yet, so it's not connected. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick update. Don't want to ramble on here, so I should be back, I don't know, a couple of days or so, maybe next week, just depending upon, you know, time available to work on it. So fascia next and powering the rest of the tracks. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.